All right. Peace, 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 everybody. And we are live. And I'm so excited because I'm here with the founder and executive director of The Well. So, Dorothy D. Smith is this amazing powerhouse, just ray of light and sunshine who founded, this amazing initiative known as The Well Initiative Women's Association, which is all about igniting women to grow, unite, transform the world. But their focus is about building strong sisterhood collaborations and invest in women and women led initiatives and to fuel those who are impacting our communities most. And they believe that the power of women,
Mm.
Ashe, will create a supportive environment where all women can flourish while enjoying life to its fullest. And I think that rest is also part of resistance. I love that we're seeing that move through our lexicon now, that there's this element of finding joy and peace, even in the work that we do. I mean, we're liberators. We're trying to, dismantle systems of oppression. But I
Yeah.
think sometimes what gets lost in that dismantling is, of course, the pain and the ache of the work, right? And then
Yeah.
it can be so daunting sometimes, and especially in this day and age where every time we open up our social media platforms or our news feeds, we're seeing one egregious act after another. So,
Yeah.
Dorothy, I want to thank you so much, not only for being here and not only, of course, being a sponsor, but saying yes to your calling, saying yes to being a healer, to being a witness, to being a sister, to being a mother, a wife, all of the things that you are. I just want to say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to throw all that back at you. Oh my
Oh,
goodness. Like I wouldn't be who I am without, I really do believe this is not just D talking. I really do believe that there's a reason why I'm connected to certain people throughout my journey. And everyone who's been a part of that journey has poured something in. And I'm grateful for just what you've been able to pour into me in all those areas as a woman, as a healer, and as a friend and sister. So thank you.
it's my pleasure. As we were in our virtual green room, just for those who are not familiar, so I'm Brenda Williams, the founder of Culture Shifters Unite, but this evolution into a multimedia project. And Dee has been, she was a sponsor last year, but she's come on again as a sponsor this year. And our scope is a bit broader. And so, with that broadening, of course, requires more support.
Mm-hmm.
So, what we're looking at or endeavoring in is how can we use conversations in community to transform lives? How can we use conversations in community to, create a wellspring within us to continue to do the work? And I know that conversation is one part, but we also need courageous action to follow it,
Yes.
right? So the people that come out to the live taping or a networking, and for those of you who are, interested in the coffee table book, there are people doing the work. And I think that part of revolution, there's all different facets of it. There's all different ways to participate in it. And so Dee has this amazing nonprofit organization and a fearless board who helps her to do this work. I honestly don't know how you get it all done because to boot, you are a wife and a mother. You find time and well, you have made time and you have
Yeah.
prioritized the well and the work of the well. If you could just give us going back to its foundation, what inspired you to create this organization and what are maybe some of your proudest moments as being a
Mm.
leader of this organization?
Ooh-wee. So the thing that inspired me was my own, honestly, especially heart work, as you know, heart-led work springs out of experience, out of the experiences you're having in the world and what you're seeing in the world. And for me, it was about trying to find space to belong, but also trying to find a way to where it was authentic connection and not just this superficial way of women connecting. And then as the well has evolved, what I found was that there is this need not just for women to connect, but also women to understand their collective power, their
Mhm.
individual and their collective power.
Yeah.
And a part of that is us being able to embrace the ability to pour into ourselves so that
Mhm.
we can pour into our communities with the overflow. And so creating space for that, and authentic connection has been like the heart of a lot of what drove me to do this work.
Mm,
I
mhm.
would say some of my proudest moments have been honestly bringing women together and watching a group of women. My board of directors, I have an amazing board of directors,
Mhm.
many of them who have been rocking with me from the beginning, and watching them evolve and creating space for women to really have a safe, supportive space to be able to
Yeah.
test and try their leadership.
Hmm.
That's been a really, really proud moment for me. I think that another personal growth moment that has been proud for me has been the ability to let go a little bit,
Mm.
and to have built trust and built community in a way that the work can happen and that things can move forward and that D doesn't have to carry it all. So again, like you're doing the work and then you're also healing yourself as you're doing it. And I'm just excited that I've been able to evolve into that. And then, of course, lastly, we're now into this phase to where we're rolling out some amazing things. And I'm sure we'll get to some of that later on in the convo, but we're rolling out some
Mhm.
amazing things. And so for me, in this season, one of the proudest things that's happening is that our organization is really embracing this idea of sisterhood in action. And
Mhm.
so, not just to talk about sisterhood and what it means, but actually showing what it looks like to have sisterhood in action. And that you don't necessarily have to even know the person to support them as a sister. And so,
Yeah.
embracing some of those things in this season.
Yeah. And I love that you said, not knowing someone, also you feeling into your own energetics and what you can hold, the bandwidth and capacity that you have, and also giving others the opportunity to experiment a little bit, especially when it comes to leadership. I think oftentimes we're looking at always like maybe the most seasoned person or the most experienced person, but real leadership, I think, is something that's forged.
Yeah.
You kind of learn as you go, and being given opportunities to express and to take on challenges and navigate them. And I
Yeah.
definitely name, especially sisters that we don't know. I mean, we're looking at multiple genocides that are unfolded right here now, on our planet. And I think all of us have lied in the wake of watching Palestine, which is unfolding there.
Yes.
And sometimes we may think, well, it's across the globe. What does that have to do with me? And it has everything to do with you, because the systems of oppression exist everywhere. And
Exactly.
and it's always the women, really, who are at the forefront.
Honey.
And it,
Like
right,
every movement,
every
every movement.
every movement. And so I would love to hear about some of the initiatives that you have forthcoming,
Yeah.
some things that you're maybe really excited about that we need to know about, because we definitely want to champion you. We want to
Oh,
champion the
thank
women that
you.
yeah, whether known, and I love it, but known or unknown.
Known or unknown? Yeah. So, okay. Oh my goodness, my brain just went to all the things. But I'll lift up a couple. So, one of the things that we're really moving forward with in this season is our Well Vibes, and so Well
Mhm.
Vibes are meetups throughout the community, where we are working with different women, different organizations, networking, for example, would be a well vibe, and where we are championing that, putting that out there, and helping to support those type of things that are happening in the community. And so our goal is to support once a quarter, and also to host our own well vibes as well. And so this summer we're going to be hosting a series of those to also raise funds. And so we're going to be working with a couple of restaurants, a couple of venues, to where women can come out, link up, and not just women, men too,
Mhm.
can come out and link up, say that you're there to support the Well initiative. And on a specific day, a portion of your meal will go towards supporting our work. And that helps to be able to build up our coffer, to be able to support more women, to support, to give more to those who we like to support and to pour into. And so we're going to be announcing some of that. And then I would say the most exciting thing that is happening right now for me as a leader is we're relaunching our Girl We Got Your Back Fund. And as you know, you've been a part of inspiration for how we've looked at this fund and restructuring this fund to really not just be a thing around helping women in emergency situations, but also
Yes.
helping women just with when life happens or when you
Mhm.
need rest and reprieve or you need to just feel celebrated or you know a woman who needs to be celebrated and loved on. This fund is our way of pouring into women to let them know that they are seen, that we see you, sis, and that we got your back. And so we are rolling that out. As a matter of fact, I'll be posting tonight our official announcement around that fund.
Okay.
And we're going to be gathering stories from women and asking them to post and to share what does it mean for someone to have your back and what does that mean for you in this season. Because for me it's one thing to talk about, it's another thing to hear women talk about the importance of someone having their back.
Yeah. And I think that sisterhood, I mean, it's an action verb.
Yeah.
And so it requires investment and it requires doing. So I am so excited to see the rollout for that. And of course, our platform is your platform. So we want to support you in all the ways. So even here in the show notes, y'all can check out information about D, get to know the Well Initiatives Women's Association's work. Or the Well, as it's better known as, you can get to know their work because we did put it here in the show notes. So, D, we can do this all night, and I absolutely love you and your energy
Sure.
and what you are, girl. The life,
When we get off here, we're gonna call each other.
yeah, like what you're really sincerely, doing, because it's one thing to say it, but there's another when we actually put, Brad, we get down to the brass tacks, and you put, something fiscal down to support us, and I'm really grateful, for that. And as we were sharing in the green room, I just want people to know that in this um, media initiative, it is a full circle. So our flowers are done by a Black woman. Our podcast is edited by a Black woman who is a mother to Black boys. She is married to a Black man. We have a father-daughter team who are part of our production team, our associate producer, Black woman. So, everything that we do or are attempting to do to not just, of course, we must be funded, but
Mhm.
we want to also, with the funding that we have, pour it back into, I mean, oh my gosh, I forgot to, Christine. So our creative director who, does our set design and takes care of our food. And, shout out to the bamboo community. It's owned
Yeah.
by a woman, ran by women, are on the day-to-day operation. So without bamboo, we would not be possible. So
Yeah.
I want people to understand that, it's not just a talk show or, just an event to bring people, out to, talk about their titles and what they do, but we really want to know who you are and what enlivens your
Mm.
spirit and, what do you know for sure? And what do you put here to do? And how can we support, your calling, your ministry, what you have on your life? And so, D, we want
Yeah.
to thank you for saying yes to your calling, saying yes, to the Well and pouring back into others the way you have poured into me and countless others. So thank you so, so much. Is there anything else
Thank
that you want us
you. No, thank you. We're just again, we're excited to be back this year as a sponsor. I mean, me personally, anything that you're doing, I'm going to be there for.
to
And the Well Initiative, our board, our crew, we're just excited to be able to be connected to this and to support a woman doing amazing things in the community and planting amazing seeds. And any way that we can help to pour, to sprinkle, to pour on and help it grow as we grow, we definitely look forward to continuing this partnership. And please, everybody, make sure that you check anything that Brenda is doing out. And yeah, we love you at the Well Initiative. So thank you for just giving us this space and this ability to support.
No, thank you so much. And so again, I put their information in the comment section so you can go check them out. Details on, if you're interested in becoming a sponsor, whether you're an organization or a business, a nonprofit, reach out to me so that we can have further discussions. But again, the whole attempt here is to lift up those voices that are not necessarily heard or respected. We want to lift those voices and pull people that are at the margins, to the center. So thank
Mm.
you so much, Dee, for helping us to do that. And so love you. Thank you. Thank y'all for tuning in. And if you're catching this on the replay, say so. Drop me a line. And I look forward to seeing you real soon. Our next episode, live taping, will happen in June. So we're really excited about that. And again, thank you so much, Dee, for being part of what makes us possible.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Bye for now. Bye. All right. And